Well, good afternoon. For the examples that I'm going to give you about how to rehearse to get a good score on the listening part of the TOEFL exam, I have first an discourse or a speech that is given from the TED Talk. So we will hear the topic.
Years ago that I got a call in my office with the test results of a recent scan. I was 35 and finally living the life I wanted. I married my high school sweetheart and had finally gotten pregnant after years of infertility. And then suddenly we had a Zach, a perfect 1-year-old boy / dinosaur.
So the good of the TED Talks is that we can activate the captions here, and we will of course activate it with the English caption, and we will follow the discourse or the speech that the girl is giving to us, and we will at the same time read or try to look for a word that we don't know the meaning, and we will look for what it means and try to rehearse the word with someone that we have next to us, just to practice all we speak at the same time.
Depending on his mood. And having a Zach suited me perfectly. I had gotten the first job I applied for in academia, land of 1,000 crushed dreams. And there I was, working at my dream job with my little baby and the man I had imported from Canada. But a few months before, I'd started feeling pain in my stomach and had gone to every expert to find out why. No one could tell me. And then, out of the blue...
So, as we heard, she gave us an expression that we don't know really what it means, that it is out of the blue. So, we will try to look for what does it mean and give it to a context that we will have for our listening exam or for a speech. The second advice or tool that I'm going to give you are to hear conversation between two persons or two friends. So here I reach for an example of two friends having a conversation. So they gave to us a scenario that is changing the industry because of uncertain future. So here we have two subjects that are Rohit and Manesh. So the idea is that we will read the example that this page gave to us, and of course out loud, and we will practice with a partner that also speak English. So we will practice speaking and listening because we will hear to our partners, and the idea is that they gave to us some feedbacks and we at the same time will give to them or corrections about the pronunciation or about a word that we didn't recognize very well. So the idea is that we will look for really long discourses or conversation. We see that this is really long. And the same that the previous, if we don't know the meaning of a word, we will look for them. The idea is just to practice a lot. What else do we have? We have well, the TED Talks, the conversation. Well, if we don't have like a friend that can talk or knows how to talk in English, we can look for a native speaker that are in the apps. So if we don't have a friend, we can talk to a native speaker that will be like more suitable for the idea to practice for the TOEFL exam. Also, another advice that I can give is just to look for some famous speeches. So here we have like the most famous speeches in English. I found 10 of them. So we have here Winston Churchill, "We shall fight on the beaches." The good of this tool is that they will give us the listening on the video here. So if we open the video, we will hear the pronunciation and at the same time they will give to us the speech for reading, so we can hear and at the same time we can read. The good of this page is that they give us like some tools or some tips to make the speech powerful. So on this case, they say that these have a structural repetition, active verbs, and very long sentences. So we will try to make an exercise that is will be like look for the verbs. So in this case we have defend and fight. We will try to look them on the speech, and we will try to write down on some paper, and we'll give our own discourse. So the idea is to at the same time create our own discourse about any topic that we want, just to get the matter of giving some speeches. So here, as the previous, we will practice at the same time listening and speaking. So we will try to look the repetition, the structural repetition that on these examples it will be we shall. So we will hear. That will be like my another tool. And finally, just to practice the TOEFL listening part. So I found here some example. They gave to us like some recommendation. I'm gonna show you. We will not take notes, we will not pause the video, and we will not repeat any part of the video. And also we will not skip questions or try to see the answer before the end of the video. So when we are practicing, the idea is just to put us on the mood of taking the real test. So we will hear the example.
We will begin Part A with the first conversation. Part A. Number 1.
Are the exams corrected yet?
No, but they'll be corrected by noon. What does the man mean?
So as we saw, the first example is a matter of what does the expression means. So we will have here the option, and it is not so long, it's 25 minutes. So we should practice with these kind of examples, taking the advice that the channel gave to us. That would be like my advices, just to practice before taking the TOEFL exam. I hope that it will help you to get a good score.